Hello and welcome everyone to another Northgard video on this channel. Today I have another build order video for you because some of you guys asked me if I could do an updated versions on the build orders I already have on this channel. And the most requested clan were actually the Bear clan, even though that I think the Bear clan is the one that changed the least after the update. But definitely want to do some of this, and you're just gonna see there are definitely some changes in there because of the silo debuff and the military buff a little bit. But the military debuff didn't really hurt the Bear clan, I gotta admit, because you get minus 30% on your attack damage, and if you want to go for warriors and yeah, X-throws, sorry I didn't remember the word for a second, you're gonna get a pretty potent debuff when you want to say it like that. And yeah, if you have 12 damage on your X-throws and get minus 30% on that, you will just have 8 damage on that, and this is quite significant for them having not that much resistance. But since the shield bearers are mostly relying on their resistance bonus and their damage is not that high anyway, I think it's around 6 or 7, the minus 30% debuff didn't really hurt them that much, so I would still recommend going for them. I'm not gonna go for that tile here because it's the Bear clan. I don't want to build a wood camp in my starting tile, because I'm still gonna go for the same approach like I did before. I'm gonna try to get the market anti-trading post down here, and yeah, that's why I don't want to really have yeah, wood camp in here, and I don't actually want a scout camp in here too, if I'm completely honest. Because some changes were definitely in there. I yeah, embedded my skill for I embedded my build for the Bear clan a little bit before even the update, because I will also do the brewery in the same tile, so I get the full bonus here when I reach the 200 fame. But it will actually take a few seconds until I can pop out my shield maiden then, because it's usually not that easy to get fast on the iron for me right now, because you gotta make some sacrifices, because you definitely miss food that you don't have anymore from yeah, the silos. Silos just gave a good boost, and you just don't have that anymore. You gotta play around it. Gonna start with the wood camp here outside of my territory. Yeah, I'm not stressing it out too much with clearing right now, but nah, no, I shouldn't really. It's all good over here. I have 3 wolves in here, I have 2 wolves in here, and what do I hoof right here? I have 2 wolves, so that's nice. The scout can come back now, so I can get some food production going on. We'll start with cutting some wood, but not taking a second one on there right now, I think. But right now should actually do it. Don't need too much of a good food production right now. I rather need my warband 1 second earlier than later. So let's do it like this. We found 2 stones. Yeah, 2 irons actually, but this iron is actually... oh my god, 5 wolves. Okay, not that reachable. I just thought about maybe getting this iron here. But this iron is very nice too, of course, because of the circle of stones. Because if you are in 1v1s or FFAs, I would actually recommend you to always get a little bit of wisdom going, because this will always get the pressure onto your enemy if you have some wisdom going on, because you can pressure the wisdom window. Maybe even go for erudition, because you will have a lot of lore then anyways, even though it slows your build down always a little bit. But in team games, I don't think this will still be the way, because in team games I think domination is still very dominant, to take the bad joke there. So we're now trying to clear 3 wolves out here. Be a little bit micro involved. quite good. We can go over to the next wolf here. Even 2. Would be sick if I could kill a wolf. I think I'm in a very good position for this. And this position is not good enough for it. I don't think they will run far away now for a second, right? Would be unfortunate. No. This is a better position. Nah, damn it. If the rune wouldn't be here, he would be more far away, actually. But just right now, I'm wasting too much time going in. And trying to move to the next warrior here. Will actually not be enough to clear out everything. It's a little bit unfortunate, but not too bad. Yeah, our enemy got the middle. I won't really recommend to rush the middle with Bear. The bonus is cool, but not really worth it to rush it. In my opinion, at least. Get over here. And we start with taking the forest. Yeah, no, we don't. But we have enough for both, so it doesn't matter all too much. And we're going to try to get the forest up first. Bang. And then we will get already our house. We can't get it on this tile, so we get it on this tile. Anyways. Not too bad. Here, golden wolves. Nice, not sure enough. So we could clear everything. That is perfect. Always perfect if you can manage that. Not too bad if you can't. Yeah, that were a little misclick here, but I could save it. Always a little bit unfortunate if you need to run around with a villager then. So my goals for before the winter are actually to get the farm up. Even though it's gonna be not that easy of a task, but should be possible though. And get the fisherman set up. And that's definitely a change in my build, because I never really went too much for fishers, but since your food situation is way worse right now, the fisherman's hut will be well needed. So I will usually go for every food building I can find around my base. I won't go for silos that hard anymore. I think I'm gonna go for a silo in this tile, because this is going to be my food tile with the bear and everything. You may know that out of my older bear builds, because it's still strong. You still have that bonus and you should still use it. But for the start, you definitely need to go for different food sources, and when fish is around, damn, go for that fish. But yeah, still not the strongest food source. I would still rather have farms around my tile, because I still think farms are just really good. Over here. And yeah, just gonna do it like that. Fisherman's hut. Where is it? Just around the bill. Over here. And one of the woodcutters actually going back now. To get me a little bit more of a food stock. It doesn't actually need to be that big, because I will have my fishermen here and they will actually save me a little bit of food production there. I much appreciate that. And yeah, appreciate fishermen now way more than before. I actually gotta say, after the update, and that is something I don't dislike, because more of the game gets used. Maybe that were actually the thing the fishermen's needed, even though I won't upgrade a fisherman's hut still. You will go with the dog now. Oh, the other rounded one. Doesn't really matter too much to me. And yeah, another woodcutter here. And yeah, actually you can see it right here. My farmers, 2 farmers will do +7 in winter, and my fishermen, 2 fishermen will do +8 in winter. You wanna watch in summer again? That's what I mean about the fishermen. Maybe they need to be a little bit stronger in the winter, like Odurex said, so they really get interesting opportunity, because winter is just 3 months, so I think actually making the fishermen a little bit stronger wouldn't hurt the game all too much, and would be really fun in my opinion. Even though you can go for harpoons later on, and maybe fishermen could be a little bit broken then in the end for the bear, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Would be fun for the normal fishermen, but like I said, I don't dislike them right now. They give me 1 bonus food. So for the bear, normal fisherman, actually a little bit worse than normal fisherman. I gotta say that usually the fishermen, the farmers would have +6 and the fishermen's +8 too. The farmers just do a little bit more for me because I'm the bear clan, that I have a little bit reduced penalties in winter. And I will need the stone camp. I will need that there. Wow, that were a bug, very sure. Because this villager were actually on his way to the tower. And if you right click on the villagers, it will usually take a free villager and send it to the quarry. But they just took my precious villager that were already wanting to build the tower there. Not too bad. Just gonna need to start with the stone as soon as I can. But yeah, while I didn't went for my I get attacked there. It was going to help. While I didn't went for my lore that early, I won't leave the stone that early. It's usually the earlier the better. So if you get some bonuses, of course, like a shipwreck or yeah, a ruin, or maybe some sheep even for the start. It's usually the earlier you can get onto your carpentry mastery and upgrade your buildings, the better, because you want to go for the upgrades, so you want to make them count as early as possible. So get your upgrades as early as possible. Don't concentrate all too much on getting all these juicy tiles here around you. Maybe a little bit more into getting those upgrades. Whoop. Sadie and didn't went for the stone still. So if you did it like I did, but I'm gonna go for coinage right now, even though I have just sailors right here, because there are gonna be more merchants in my tile later on than ships, yeah, I'm gonna say ships. But actually like sailors, because it would be pretty unfair to yeah, compare the amount of merchants to the amount of ships. So let's just take the fair number here. Let's get him out, and second woodcutter out. Shouldn't help me too much. Where's the second will? There he is. And I actually want them to take this tile here, maybe, so I can go for double stone. But maybe just the feast could help me quite a lot already. To get one of the woodcutters back. Ah, nice, perfect will. Timing. But we're also gonna get the brewery up now. Would be cool if we could delay the feast then a little bit. Would be cool, but not needed. So if I hit 100, I'm gonna click the button. Oh, it's incoming. Bang. Getting a feast here. The tower should help me out quite a lot, since I think... Yeah! This is really good timing. Thanks, Northgard, for underlining my words here. Yeah, already paid out. I will need a house better sooner than later, but I don't have any free tiles anymore. So I do something like this, and while I'm feasting... Oh no, just wait out a little bit. 2 stone miners are well needed too. Carpentry mastery will at first just let me upgrade my town hall. Or that, I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't need to build a house that early, actually. I have some time. So I don't need to stress it out too much, but in the end I will need it. Oh, feast is over, get a brewer. And yeah. Trying to get the stone here. I have 24 left, so not too much of a problem here stone wise. You always will need to watch out that you have your second quarry up with, yeah, I think it's perfect if you already have that up and can send it to you, stone minus over there. Or if you even missed your stone economy a little bit, you can also get 2 stone tiles and yeah, just get double stone production there. We have earthquake incoming, but I hope that we will have a bear right then already. We won't have that much wood in that yeah, part of the game actually. I can already say that much if it's all going to the plan. So getting this now. For the woodcutter. Start out with the tower. Because I don't know what is hiding on this tile here. But if you don't know that, mostly it's wolves. Who is that? Not goat, or I would be quite happy here. Goat loves the big boys. They're very good friends. Yeah, I'm a full on wood. No, I'm not. So I will already break down the scout camp here. I can rebuild it on another tile if I want it. Just right now, and already to get the trading post up, I can upgrade my wood camp here. And I will go with 3 woodcutters from that moment on, but usually I will have already 3. I experienced that. In the earlier times I had 4 woodcutters before the update, usually until that point, and then I pulled one over and pulled one home. But since you need a little bit more food, it's just natural that one more villager will be on food, and I just pull one over now. Little things you notice. Gonna get up the second stone camp here already. Ah no, rather I get up the house. We'll popping out there. I will actually get 1 bonus on wood, so I can get up my silo over here. Or not even. Like, not in the next time. I'll take some time with that. And yeah, need a little bit of gold so I can actually upgrade the farm. Always keep your resources in the eyes. Keep it balanced, that's very important. So, well, could pop out the bear now. I think I will even do so. From that moment then I gotta watch out that I pull the villagers on the same tile. How much stone do I have left? Not as much, right? 10. Okay. I think more sooner than later about the mine over here. There's going to come the earthquake in right now, and in case there's going to be my farm burning, I want to have at least 40 food, 40 wood in stock, but I think I will have that. Yeah, going straight to the 40 here. The wisdom mid, and I'm very close. So actually, in a 1v1, I would just go blatantly for the wisdom win right now. Would be a really fun approach, but I'm not gonna go that fast. I'm just gonna build up my gold economy here and show you just quite a normal attempt I went always for. But I tell you when you need to switch your race if you not want to go for that. But I think it's gonna be quite obvious because it's just right now. Just right now! Perfect moment! Quite lucky to hit that. But yeah, just right now I think you would go for erudition if you want to go for the lower win. But I'm gonna go for weaponsmith because I want to protect of the land. Definitely a cool thing to have. Yeah, the bear coming up now. Get wills at that tower. Wills. Go over there for a second. Because I think the stone is exhausted very soon. Anyway, yeah, 3 stone. Can do that with 1 for that time. And I will need to upgrade. I just took the gold villager off. But I actually needed that for, yeah, for my winter preventions. But I'm gonna go for the ruin here. That is quite going to help me to my long-term goal to get the shield maiden on that tile too. But I'm gonna develop that tile before, I guess. So let's see. Silo over here will help me later on. I don't think I'm gonna build it before the summer. Will I? No, I'm gonna take everything for upgrades for that time. You can go there. Getting a little bit more, I'm ready. And going for lore actually. Damn it. Oh, I don't have a scout camp. I can't really go for the ruin there. That is unfortunate. I'm actually gonna go for no scout camp here. Because in a real game you would want. Because I'm just playing against the bot, I don't, of course, not rebuild, don't have in my head, oh my god, you need to scout. In any case, man, what's the other guy doing? But if you play against a real player, you of course think that all the time, and you wouldn't have your wood camp, your scout camp destroyed for all that time. But you cannot go around with building your scout camp in the main tile, of course. There's no way around. The stone camp there. But I don't like it on the main tile, so it will definitely be destroyed in my bear builds. Usually. If I don't forget it. And if it's not a completely aggro build where you just build a few docks and yeah, go completely aggro basically. And going for the gold here. We'll upgrade the trading post. I just don't think it's going to help me right now. I have a little bit too much wood production if I'm honest here. So great wool come in. The good thing is I can build a silo. And upgrade that thing. It's just a stone holding me off, not the wood. Come on. Nice. Enjoy that. We don't have much space to actually build war camps, but if we would have, we would do so now. But we won't really do that right now. But already go for it to get a little bit of bonus, yeah, happiness for the war camp you have already right here. The scout will soon be done. With the ruin right here. So get a nice little bunch of bonus gold that will help me to develop this area right here, and I will actually need some bonus wood. I lied. I need a little bit more wood. Formations coming ready. Go back here. Not that it would save me, of course. You could exploit it a little bit with letting the trader, so the merchant, in for a second here. But I don't want to forget that later on, since I'm just doing a tutorial. Don't need to do it perfectly for usually in the game. In games you want to exploit as much as possible, so if you're starving, keep it as long as possible before you go back. And you don't actually have happiness problems, of course. Now the fishermen won't do as much for me as villagers in that tile, so I'm gonna Send them over here. Whoop. I want this tile here. To build market. Nah. Just wanted to get to both villages here, but couldn't find a way there. I just couldn't find a way there. Gonna upgrade the dock first, though, so I can set in the third one in there. And yeah, usually I should already hit Fane, but I went for my lore a little bit later, so not too much of a problem. Like, really cool to have a circle of stones up there. Can really help you out to get your later on military things if you want them. Military lores. Damn it, man. I'm losing my nerves here. Just a little bit. About nothing. And we're gonna upgrade the dock right here. Go over there. Upgrading the silo. Doesn't seems like too good of a decision right now. So let's just wait out. Getting another brewer seems like quite a good decision. We have protector of the land. What we now need is definitely land. So let's build. Goes into brewer. And we have a wolf attack right there. And a dragon. Little dragon attack. Nothing you can't solve with a tower. We'll need 160 for the next tile, so let's see how we reach that. Shouldn't take all too long anymore, if I'm fully honest here. Yeah, at this time you should actually upgrade your scout camp, I think. I'm already gonna do that. Maybe send out the miners when they're done, because they're above low. It's usually good to watch out what villages I take, because it's usually it's not that I take mindless villages and just put them everywhere. It's usually that I watch out what the low ones do and put them to the jobs where they don't do too much bad. Oh my god, I should have actually gone for sharp axes here, because it's not looking like there's a fight happening soon, so shield mastery won't help me that much right now. And sharp axes will. So usually go for sharp axes in that point. Oh damn it. It's needed anyway. One house I will upgrade anyway, and if that keeps me from getting housed one time, I always love to do that. I'm gonna upgrade... yeah, I'm gonna build a tower here. That's what I wanted to say. So let's get one vill over there. That seems like he's not idle. He's doing stuff. He's running around the lore stone to get straight to the corner. So we have that. We have way too less wood to upgrade stuff. But actually, we're just on the way to that what we want here. Production here. Ah, get attacked on both wood tiles. That explains a lot. And it is not even burning. So this is a good sign. I want to get my iron. I already have it, so I will go for gold now. Gold time. And we improved the tools of merchants already. Just waiting for the 80 wood to crush in to give me the nice upgrade for the market here. Can go home now. You just stay on lore. Oh damn it! Nah, didn't actually want to send. I want to send him on lore, and then afterwards letting him build the Iron Man, but he can't do that anymore. So let's just send him back for a second here. I'd even go a little bit more for happiness. We have vills running around in unneeded places. Definitely, like always. And we have the miners ready. Out. Yeah, I didn't need villagers, healers right now, but if I would have gone over the 3 rounded villagers mark, I would have thought about it. Sometimes it's even worth to get 1 villager just to a warrior and, yeah, kill him. In some cases. So we're going in here. We will need the mine over there. And then we can slowly start building camps mindlessly over the whole map. Here. Fits the mine too. But yeah. Basically going off in this second. And I think... What is he doing? Well... You die. He won't start. No, he won't start building anymore. Yeah, not that smart. Yeah, and with that, I actually want to let you out here because you actually saw what I did. In the end, I will of course upgrade my shield bearers. Now I would go for sharp axes because, yeah, I did went for it before. But since the attack is coming in closer and closer, I could maybe even think about going for shield mastery, since I did the little mistake not going for sharp axes before. So usually you will click on shield mastery and start scouting out your enemy there. It's got a little bit later, I gotta admit. Usually it were a little bit earlier for the bear to pop in there with this strat. But it works like before, it's just a little bit slower, of course, because everything changed a little bit and silos just won't boost you as much anymore. Can give it up here, but it don't help me, helps me all too much. And the beer still helps to keep that alive, that you can keep all your villagers and farmers in one tile and make that happen and make it worth. So the bear in the end will get your silo. But yeah, in the end, just everything gets a little bit slower because you have a little bit less resources. But I think that's, yeah, quite logic. I think if you do it in hard difficulty, we'll even need that winter at least to get over it. But I didn't got any bonuses right here. If you get some bonuses, you can of course make more happen there. In the end, it's just a big shield bearer rush right here. I won't look too much onto going aggressive on my, colonizing aggressive to my enemy. I will just take the minus 30% and go in and hopefully clear out his whole, his whole economy there. Because with this build you can still get to insane numbers of shield bearers, you can still keep them alive. If you take all your gold villagers, it will take a little bit longer to get your food stock, of course, good done because of the reasons I said before. And yeah, still running like before, I would say. It's like the old bear clan thing, giving the enemies the old shield bearer rush and then getting to the shield bearer factory, since you can go for recruitment, then later on have the brewery here up and just replenish your population very fast. You will usually rip out the economy of your enemy quite easily. And yeah, if you cannot kill him, you will it will at least do a lot of damage. And there were a lot of games where I could actually drain out my enemy with 3 or 4 attacks, but were quite hard of matches and quite fun. So with that words, I want to let you out here. Have a great day, everyone. Have fun with that bear build. Yeah, still remains strong after the update, I think. I think a lot of players really enjoy it because, yeah, got ridden a lot over the beer in the last days. So I hope you have a lot of fun with this build. Have a great day, everyone, and see you back in the next video. So bye bye. Ciao.